Well, hello, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. And thanks so much for tuning in to our first ever Dental HR Happy Hour. So, welcome. I'm so excited to be here with you guys. So, you're probably wondering, what is Dental HR Happy Hour? Like, are we actually going to be having some drinks? Are we meeting up somewhere? But what we're going to be focusing on is we're going to be just doing like an informal session, kind of like some girlfriends going to hang out at your favorite restaurant, having a cocktail or two. And we're going to just be having a discussion about anything and everything related to human resources. So every week we'll focus on a brand new workplace topic, some issues like team management, recruitment, human resources, HR policies, leaderships, and much, much more. So we're going to review tips, tricks, tactics to be able to help you save you time, free yourself from stress, and avoid those HR nightmares. And we want to help you find and keep your dream team. So like I said, this is going to be very informal, so feel free to comment. We want to hear from you guys. We want to hear what are some things that are working really great in your practice. Share your tips. Like, we're all friends here. This is a community. We're all family. We all are working hard to provide the best care for our patients. So, and also make sure to feel free to ask at any point in time any questions that you have. So, you guys ready to dive in? Comment Dental HR Happy Hour below, okay? So let's get started. So today's topic is we're going to be talking about vacation. Now, I just got back from spending 10 days in paradise in Zihuatanejo, Mexico. My husband and I, we were down there for 10 days celebrating our 10-year anniversary. And I couldn't have asked for a more beautiful place. Like, this place was part of a dream. Like, it was the most amazing trip I've ever been on, amazing food. We met some amazing people and we had some phenomenal experiences. And actually on Friday, I'm going to share some of our best moments and some fun things that we did down there. So I'll post some pictures of what we've been doing on our trip. And actually Tatiana is leaving tomorrow, lucky girl, to Mexico as well. So, I mean, who doesn't love going on vacation? Maybe let's start the conversation and just start by commenting where you guys are going on your next holiday. I want to live vicariously through you, especially since it's like -20 right now and we're about to get 20 centimeters of snow tonight. So honestly, I wish I could be doing a lot more traveling now that I've caught the travel bug. But this is something that happens in the practice, right? Someone has booked holidays, they've asked for some time off, and this is really exciting for them. But it can put strain on the practice. So what's the best way to handle this? After all, everyone deserves a vacation. They deserve some rest and relaxation, and they deserve some work-life balance. So how do you balance this while also trying to run and grow your business and keep your schedule busy, keep your patients and your team happy? Like, that's a lot to juggle, right? So first things first, it's really important to make sure that your employees understand how your company vacation pay works and how they can schedule the vacation days and the stipulation around requesting vacation time. So this can be done and handled properly by having a dedicated policy that outlines what the office expectations are and what the office protocol is. By having this, you're going to avoid those awkward conversations, the miscommunications, misunderstanding, or worse yet, having multiple employees who are on holidays at the same time and leaving you extremely short-handed. And that's not a great position to be in, right? Like, who wants to have that kind of stress on you? So let's avoid that by having a good and effective vacation policy. So it's also important that your policy is compliant with your provincial, territorial, or your state employment standards, because every province and state have different regulations on the amount of vacation days and how they should be compensated. So for example, I'm in Alberta, and our vacation time is based on the length of employment. So for example, if you've been working for that employer for 1 to 5 years, then your vacation time is calculated based on 4% of your wages, which equates to 2 weeks vacation. If they've been working there for more than 5 years, then it's 6% of their wages, which works out to be 3 weeks. So now that you have that information, let's break it down so we can see exactly what needs to be included in an effective vacation policy and how to implement it in your practice. So first, your vacation policy should explain the vacation days, how it's calculated, and how it's paid out. Is this something that is being accrued over time, or is this vacation pay being paid out on every single paycheck? Next, you want to see and explain how vacation time can be taken. So for example, does this vacation time have to be used up during this calendar year, or is this something that can be rolled over into next year? Next, you want to see what the maximum length of vacation time that can be taken consecutively. So for example, if it's somebody who's been working with you for 5 years and they have 3 weeks vacation time, are they able to take all 3 weeks at the same time and maybe go on a nice vacation over summer holidays for 3 weeks? So you want to make sure if that is included, if that's allowed, or if it isn't. Next, you want to explain on there if there's conflicting dates and how that should handle. So for instance, if you have 2 employees who are asking for the same time off, how is that going to be handled and taken care of in your practice? Fourth, you want to explain, there's always those vacation, those popular times during vacation, right? There's Christmas, there's New Year's, there's long weekends. How are you going to have a protocol in place that is fair to all team members? So it's not always the same people who get those times off, and then the other people, they can't do it during that time. So you want to make sure that it's outlined properly. Fifth, you want to definitely explain how vacation time is to be requested. Okay, so now we have all these components, these ingredients for this vacation policy, but now how do you put it all together to create a delicious cake, right? So how do you implement this? So first, you want to make sure that you have your team members read and sign the vacation policy, and you want to save a copy of that in their employee file. Second, you want to have the office manager have a spreadsheet that essentially tracks every single employee, what their vacation, what their, what's the word I'm looking for? What they're entitled to, that's the word. So how many vacation days are they entitled to? And then you can track who is taking time off when. So in that way, you don't have multiple people taking that same time off and leaving your office shorthanded, right? Third, you want to have a vacation request form whereby the team member writes down the days that they need off. And here's the important part. They need to also write down their contingency plan, meaning how is that time that they're requesting, how is that going to be covered in the office, right? They need to be able to be proactive and help come up with solutions. So in that way, it's not, I'm taking 2 weeks off, that's your problem, you need to find a temp. This is something that you guys are working together on. And then once the office manager or the dentist receives that request form should be received at least a minimum of, 3-4 weeks before the actual vacation time. So this is something also that you should have in your vacation policy. And then once that is approved, then you want to make sure that you save that in the employee file. So can you see how important it is not only to have a vacation policy, but also to have a protocol in place? And just talking about this effective system just brings like an instant sigh of relief and stress that just melts away. Now, I'm ready to have a glass of wine. Who's with me? So I want to know, what did you guys think about this? Is this dental HR happy hour and we talk about different topics? Is this something that you guys want to continue with? So type in dental HR happy hour and we'll be able to know if you guys are liking this. So I also kind of want to give you a little sneak peek of what we're going to be talking about next week. So maybe I'll tell you a little bit of the backstory and you can fill in the blanks. But We recently had a client who had this amazing and very generous employee discount that he offered to his team members and their immediate family. But he eventually found out that this was being abused. Like friends of family, second cousins of cousins were using it, and some were even collecting insurance off of this free treatment. So we need to be able to nip that in the bud. We want to have an effective employee discount policy, and that's what we're going to be talking about next Wednesday. So if 7 o'clock works for you guys, then we'll be back here. If not, we'll try and do something a little bit earlier because I know this is kind of supper time-ish, bedtime-ish, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this, found the vacation policy information instructive. But until next time, I hope you make this an amazing week. So bye for now.